All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Please invite your friends. Look like we don't have many people here. Interesting, strange. Hmm, Maybe because I did not say inshallah yet. All right. Um, there's a picture in front of me, and this is where garbage people they throw garbage. But I found that this sentence it is something we cannot find in the Quran. Think before you speak. Read before you think. Hmm. Can we find a sentence have little wisdom in the Quran like this? This is in the garbage container. Muslims, can we find something similar like this in the Quran? I'm going to open my Skype and I will be happy to take calls from Abdul. Any Abdul. Doesn't matter where Abdul coming from. Doesn't matter how big, how small he is. We take all size. If you are Abdul, and you like to give us something wise in the Quran, because you Muslim you say Allah is all wise, all knowledgeable, all whatever. What I say that Allah is all crazy. Any Muslim? Too many text I'm receiving. Um, hmm. Answering somebody. Anyway, if you need someone translate from German to English, please. Anyone want to translate my videos? You can add subtitle to your to the video. You can download it, and you can add any subtitle you wish. Okay. Someone he was a Muslim, he is a Christian now. Okay. Watch your debate. All right. Thank you very much. It's hard to answer all those people. It's endless. Let us see. Okay. I have tons of messages. I'm trying to figure out who is a Muslim between all of those. Somebody asking, does the Quran says Muhammad goes to hell? The Quran says, وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَرِدُهَا. Not even one of you, but he will enter into hell. So Muhammad is one of them. But what the Muslim they say that they try to say Muhammad is not an exception, he will not. But the Quran is clear. Just to answer this person, وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَرِدُهَا. Not a single one of you, but he will enter it. I mean, this website is really funny. Here we go. Chapter 19, verse number 71. The Muslim here in translation, they say, will pass over it. This is not true. Wariduha is not pass over it. If we change the translator, there is not one of you, but will approach it. Look how the translation changed. Anyway, Wariduha, he is going to get into the hell. As you see, every Muslim give you different translation, depend in the mood and how much they try to cover up. Shakir. There is not even one of you, but shall come to it. All right. As you see. Anyway, Muhammad in the hadith, he said that everyone, his deed will not save him unless Allah warp him with his mercy. And they said to him, even you prophet? He said, yes, even me. As you see, there's none amongst you, and here the Muslim, by the way, always they add the word only or alone. You see here they say alone, doesn't say that in the hadith. None amongst you who is his he will attain his salvation will be given to him because of his deeds. And the Muslim here they add the word alone, but in fact it's not exist. There's no alone here. So deeds will not attain you to salvation. They said to him, even your prophet? He said, even you? He said, not even me. And then he said, but Allah, he warp me with his mercy and grant me burden. So Muhammad claimed that he is special and Allah grant him burden. Somebody says to you in your book, it says, you said Al-Qurtubi said, etc. He said, and Al-Qurtubi did not say that. Al-Qurtubi is reporting. Well, if I say to you, if somebody said, the Christian Prince said, that Ibn Kathir said, that Ibn etc. said, that Sahih al-Bukhari said, that Ibn Abu Huraira said, well, is he lying? All of them, they are saying that. As long as they wrote that in their books, it's mean they are saying what somebody else said. Not necessarily he is the one is saying. He is saying what somebody said. I don't know. Sometimes people they are not. They speak without thinking. That's why I like this picture here, where it says, "Think before you speak. Read before you think." And actually, here I don't agree because you have to read and think in the same time. But I think what the person who said here, but before you start let us say thinking deep, will earn some knowledge, you know, because if your brain is empty of knowledge and you think, you will think about what, and then that will make sense. Now, who is a Muslim wanna call us and tell us something wise about Allah? Yesterday we made a video, by the way. I don't know how many of you watch it. It's in my other account, Christian Prince. If you watch the video previous this one, you will find the link for it in the info. You click on it and you can go there. We did some spanking to Abdul from Germany. He have a long beard, and we wipe his beard with the floor. Now, do we have any Muslim would like to show us something wise about Allah? I don't wanna show you something bad. You see, I'm not going to show you something bad. You show me anything. Prove to us that Allah is wise. Yeah, for sure the Muslim will give no like. That's normal. Each time a Muslim he give dislike to my video, it's an honor in my shoulder. It's like a rank. Now, who isn't here as a Muslim would like to call us? My Skype is on. Until now I see nothing. Mulaf. Okay. I'm receiving messages from many ex-Muslims. Look like the number is increasing. Typing in Arabic. So, anyone? I'm waiting. Yesterday we made a video too about the Muslims. They say that the Prophet he predicted satellite, but you will notice even if what they say is true, which is funny, it's not true, but it says there that this will happen when all the Muslims will become sons of bastards, gays and lesbian. All this prophecy is about Muslims. So when all the Muslims became gays and lesbian, sons of bastards, homo, and the man he will not even sleep with his wife from the front, he will sleep with her from the back, you know what I mean, then the satellite dish according to them will come. Even though he's not talking about satellite dish. Yeah, anyway, funny people. And a funny, if I show them a hadith, it says mawdu', the Muslim they will say it's fabricated. Mawdu', do you see it says fabricated? But then if they show us a hadith, it's mawdu', they have no problem with it and they are proud about it. But if a Christian Prince he show a hadith which is mawdu', they will say this is fabricated. It says mawdu'. For me, I don't believe it's mawdu'. I don't believe in something is called mawdu'. I don't believe in something fabricated. This is all lies. Muslims they try to get away with it. And the reason I think they say that this hadith, which is about the Muslim they claim about satellite, the reason they call it fabricated because it's an insult to every Muslim. Because their prophet claiming that if this is about satellite as they claim, when people will have what the Muslim claims satellite, all the Muslims will be homo, gays and lesbian, and nobody will sleep. A man will sleep with the man only, and the women will sleep with the women. And you know, and it said clearly there. One of them he said, and you are talking about the Muslims? He said yes, the Muslims. And the guy he said, he confirmed, he said, and they have the Quran with their hands? He said, and yes, they have the Quran with their hands. Anyway, now after they notice what I said, they will start saying this hadith is wrong. They will not name it no more. Who is a Muslim wanna call me and show me something wise about the Prophet of Allah or about his God Allah? My Skype is open. Today I'm not going to talk about any topic except, unless you're Muslims, you don't want to call me. We are trying to discover the wisdom of Allah. I will show you some of the wisdom of Allah, my friend. You want to see? As long Muslims will not call us. Huh? Let us see. We go in the Quran. Have you ever heard of somebody saying to his son, don't speak loud, because the most sound Allah he hate is the sound of the donkey? I mean, this is wise. What the sound of the donkey have to do with the sound of this man? Why a man saying to his son, huh? Chapter 31, verse number 19. This chapter here, there's a guy, his name is Luqman, and Muhammad for sure he's copying from the Jews here, but always he fabricates his own stories. And look what he says. And pursue the right course in your going about and lower your voice. Surely the most hateful of voices is the brain of the asses. That's wise. So you want to say to your son, don't speak loud, and then you say to him, the most hateful voice to Allah is the voice of a donkey. Why is that? What is the connection? Any Muslim? What is the connection between the voice of the donkey and the voice of the son of Luqman? Any Abdul? So if you want to say to your son, don't higher your voice, don't speak loud, you will say to him the most voices, because the most voices Allah he hate is the voice of the donkey. That's wise. And for sure he will learn a lot. I mean, collection of stories of other people, other religions, other books. Muhammad, he take it, he put it in his book, and then he adds some fabrication to it and make it look funny. Yeah, already we have 12 dislike for the video, but yet not even a Muslim would like to call us. Like the Abduls, you know, the Abdul, they insult me, they call me names, they say Christian Prince is a liar, but they don't dare to call me and get me busted. Like the guy from Germany yesterday, I made him shish kebab. Any Muslim? No, please don't say Muhammad is a donkey. For me, I respect donkeys. They are harmless, peaceful, and they are good animals. So we can't compare. Have you ever heard of a donkey doing suicide bombing? No. And actually, you know, mistakenly, people think donkeys are stupid. Donkeys are smart. Once I went with the friends to the mountains, and then they are the villager. You know, he's worried about how they will come back. So he told us, when you want to come back, because we want to do hiking, and it's going to be, we will lose our way. It's wood, mountains, it's crazy. So he said, when you want to take the donkey with you? We said, why? He said, just take him, and when you want to go back, just let him go and just follow him. And he was right. We went all over. There's no way we'll find our place to go back, because there's no roads, everything looked the same. So we just left the donkey, and the donkey, he was our guide. Now, can Muhammad guide you? He cannot. You know, this is not a story from Sahih al-Bukhari. This is a story I experienced, me myself. Do we have any Abdul would like to call us? Mayday, Mayday. We are seeking the wisdom of Allah. Allah is all knowing and the most wise. How is that? Anyone? Any Muslim? Mayday, Mayday. Who is a Muslim he like to go to heaven right now? Because my friend, if you defend Allah, Allah will grant you heaven, and then He will give you extra, you know, I mean, features. The wives you will have there, they will have big nipples. They might even have up to 7 nipples, because the Quran says whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. You want to have 7 nipples? Why you want to have 2? I mean, if you are in heaven and you have a lot of women around you, why you want to have a woman have 2 breasts only? Get 7 or 8. You know, this is the God who said whatever you wish. Do Allah even know what He's talking about when He said whatever they wish? Do your God Allah knows what He's talking about when He said you can get whatever you wish? Let us see what Mr. Fahim, he said. Mr. Fahim is a nice person, he's a Muslim, he's welcome here. If you do good, Allah will allow you to paradise. Prophet Muhammad said you will have 10 times like the earth, Jannah, paradise. Fahim, don't you see that what you said to me, with my respect to you, that your prophet, he said something stupid? Let me tell you something. I will have 10 times from what I have in earth. Okay, what if somebody have 10 cents in his pocket? So now you will make it $1. What does that mean? And what kind of heaven? But let me correct you, my friend. Your prophet, he did not say 10 times. He says 10 times of a king in the earth. So you will be more rich 10 times than a king in this earth. Okay, what if he's a king, have a bankruptcy like the king of Jordan? Forget about it. What if he is very rich king and you became 10 times rich than any king? What you will do with money in heaven when everything is for free? What is Allah the all-wise here? Who is the stupid? If the ground in the heaven is going to be rubies and jewelries and diamonds, and then you say to him, I will make you 10 times rich in the heaven. I mean, who is the stupid here? So you go to the mall in heaven and you say, hey, I want to buy a Ferrari. They say to you, it's for free, sir. No, 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 I have a money. I have a lot of money. I'm rich. I'm rich. Let me show you. I am 10 times richer than any king. Sir, it's for free. You don't understand. Let me show you my credit card. I have an unlimited credit from Allah. I can spend money. I'm rich here. My friend, it's for free. You are in heaven. I don't care. You make me upset now. I want to spend the money. Allah made me 10 times rich. So how silly to say that, my friend? How silly to promise somebody that he will be 10 times more rich than any king in the earth if everything is for free. I forgot, by the way, not everything for free. In the heaven of Allah, there's a market to buy images and magazine for sex, if you remember. You see it? This is the only thing you can buy in the heaven. Indeed, in paradise there is a market in which there is no buying nor selling, except, which means there is buying and selling, but there is except what? There is only one product, and the product is Playboy of Allah, images of men and women. What the heck? So now, hey guys, I'm going to go to the mall. Hey CB, where are you going? I'm going to go to the mall to buy some images. CB, don't forget to you take your credit card. Absolutely, I'm going to take the credit card of Allah. He made me 10 times rich than any king in the earth. And then I go to the mall and then they show me images of men and women, and look at this disaster. The customers, all of them, they are men. Whenever a man desire an image, he enter it. Like, what the heck? So you will be a homo? You go to the heaven, you find an image of Sylvester Stallone, and you say you wanna you like him? What does that mean? That images of men and women, and when the man he desire an image, he enter it. Somebody's asking what hadith. Hadith means speech. So a speech made by Muhammad or his companion, the prophet of Islam. If you ask me for definition, hadith mean diarrhea, because when Muhammad he speak, he have a diarrhea, as you see. They call it speech, I call it diarrhea. This guy, when he open his mouth, the diarrhea come. Look at this. He is seducing his men with having sex with images. So even Playboy, it turned to be not American magazine, it turned to be Islamic magazine, long before Muhammad. It is da'if. Everything is embarrassing in Islam. They say it's da'if. How is going to be da'if? And this is Jami' al-Tirmidhi. Jami' al-Tirmidhi is one of the 6 of the authentic books. So now it's da'if. And by the way, even if it's da'if, it's accepted, in case you do not know, because da'if hadith is not rejected. Only donkeys think that da'if hadith is rejected. Da'if hadith, it's accepted. It's not rejected. Let us see. Do we have any Muslim? Abu Bilal. Let us see. All right. So who is a Muslim will not call us and show us something wise? We are waiting for the wisdom of Allah and the wisdom of his prophet. Who is a Muslim would like to give us a call, please, and we will speak to you nicely, as long as you speak to us nicely. Don't shout, don't scream, don't curse. The second you curse, I will read Quran for you, which is very painful. You know, like Muhammad always, he says something wise, and his God always says something wise. I mean, every page in the Quran is wise, from the first chapter to the last chapter. I mean, it's a non-stop wise book, non-stop. I mean, you cannot believe how wise it is, you know. As an example, chapter 16 verse number 8, it says that Allah, he created the horses and the mule and the donkeys so you can ride them. The Muslims, is that true? Allah created the mule. How that happened? So Allah, he created an animal by itself, it's called the mule. I mean, this is very wise. Since when the mule is created by Allah? As I know, that a mule is a fruit of one night stand dating in nightclub between a horse and a donkey, as I know. Yet Allah, he claimed that he is the one who created the mule. I can accept to say he is saying he created the horse and the donkey, no problem, but he is the one who created the mule. How that happened? And isn't it the Quran said we created from everything male and female? Okay, what is the female for Mr. Mule? Any Muslim? Everything we created is male and female, and we create them in pairs. What is the spouse of Mr. Mule? We have Mule, we have Mrs. Mule. Anyone? Any two? Any three? Hmm? Not only that, actually, the Quran claim that Allah, He is the one who clothes us with feather, and He sent it from heaven. That's amazing. I'm not sure when the last time I saw a human being wearing feather. Maybe Allah was talking about the red Indian, American Indian. Hmm? Read. Ya Bani Adam, chapter 7, verse number 26. Feather. Where is the feather here? Where is the feather? The translation, the word feather disappear. Anyone see the word feather? I don't see it. Where is the feather? What a liar, this translator. He took the feather out. Let us change the translation. Let us see Doody, Mr. Doody. This is Mr. Bean. O children of Adam, indeed we have sent down to you garment to which cover your shame, provide protection. What is the feather? Like, what happened to the feather? What the heck? It has changed the translator. Liars, liars will end in hellfire. Okay, let us see. Do we have feather here? No feather still. Oh boy. We cannot find the feather. What happened to the feather? Why the Muslims are hiding it in the translation? Okay, hold on. Let us change the translator until we find feather. Feather is missing in the translation. They are trying to hide it because it's funny and stupid. Bigtal. Any feather? No feather still. The feather still is missing. Somebody stole the feather. Do you see how much proud they are about their holy book, to the point they are hiding the translation? They are taking words out of there. Where is the word feather? I cannot see it. Shame, you will be adorned. What is the word feather? What the heck? I changed how many translator until now? Okay, hold on. I don't. This is really weird. Let us see. Translation would translate. What is that? What is this? Oh, what the heck is this? This language is what is the? Ah, you see. Let me show you something here. Do you see when a Muslim he claimed that he read Arabic for you? Do you know? You know what I'm talking about? You give a guy from Nigeria, and he says to you, "Okay, I'm going to read for you the verse in Arabic," but he cannot read Arabic. He claimed that he is reading Quran. Look what they read. Ya Bani Adam. You see it? It sounds the same as Arabic. So they are writing the Arabic words in Latin letters. So when he read them for you, you think he is reading in Arabic. Did you see how what they do? Ya Bani Adam, kad anzalna alaykum libasan. Okay. All right. This is how they deceive people. They claim that they knew Arabic. Okay, what translation we did not show yet? Should I give up? I don't know. Let us see this one. We try. This one is what? Do you see anywhere feather? We don't see feather still. Where is the feather? Nobody want to put the word feather there. Let us see. Ahmad Ali. Let us see Ahmad Ali. Ahmad Ali, I think we saw it in the beginning. Yeah, there is no feather. The word feather is gone. The Muslims are trying to hide it. No feather. But I insist to find the feather. There's no way. I will call the police. Another garment, and where is the word feather? The feather is gone. I can't believe it. Arbery. Let us see Arbery. Ah, finally we found the feathers. Finally, unbelievable. Man, it took us like an hour to find the feather. Do you see the feathers? Allah, He sent down the feathers for us. So why it was hiding all this time? You don't see feather in the sense, and you speak Arabic. Let me teach you Arabic, Abdul. Here we go. Warishan, you see it? So don't tell me you speak Arabic. You do not know Arabic. And if you know Arabic, why you don't call me? And I will let you read it live. Mr. Feather. You said in Arabic, you speak Arabic and there's no feather? Huh? Should I order you now to stand in the corner next to the door of the class in 1 foot for 15 minutes for line? Is that the word rish and feather or not? But look what this Abdul, he said to himself. Is okay, Christian Prince, he's trying to find the word feather for the last 15 minutes and he cannot find it. So I can lie and say there's no feather there. But hope, guess what? We found it finally. Here we go. The translator, he put it there. Getting you busted. Do you see it? The brothers, I speak Arabic too, and there's no feather there. If we ask Zakir Naik about how Allah He sent us feather, what he will say? But did the person his name is the Christian Prince, and he always make fun of the Quran. And he said how Allah he sent down feather. The fact all the American Indian they wear feather until now, and you can watch any movie. So this is true. Allah he sent us feather so we can close with it. And he's a liar. American Indian, as I know, the American Indian they put the feather in their head not to cover their ass. Abdul. So Allah he sent down feather to us. Why we are chicken? And Allah is the one who sent us the garment too. So my underwear is made by Allah. That's wise. Actually, every day I open the door, I find a delivery. You know, I call UPS, they said we did not. I called the post office, they say we did not. I called Prophet Muhammad, he says we did. So where is the wise Quran? I'm just looking for something wise in this book. Anyone? You know, one of the wisest stuff Muhammad he taught the Muslims to do, which I find astonishing, that they have to kiss the black stone. And I find that that's a very revolutionary thing. Look, always we are tough with stones, but now it's time to give a stone a hug. Mwah, mwah. You know, men they like to kiss women, women they kiss men, but now it's time to kiss stones. Revolutionary time. Let's see. For sure this is wise, especially this is stone. Look like a a woman a private part. Look how beautiful this stone is. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Unbelievable. There is no women a private part in the world can compete with this. Beautiful. Very sexy. Astonishing. Any Muslim can tell us what is the wisdom behind kissing the stone? Is that a vagina? Hmm? Hello? It is a vagina. This is the stone of fertility, and the Arab they used to do their hack, not hajj. Hack would mean the men they scratch their penis inside the black stone, and the women they scratch their hand inside the black stone after they touch their vagina when they have their period, hoping that the black stone or the god of the black stone, Baal or Lat, is going to make them fertilize them and make them have babies. And by the way, Lat, if you go in the hadith, you will see that Abu Bakr, he says, Umsus badr Lat, go and suck the clitoris of Lat. And that the clitoris used to be inside the black stone, as I believe. If we go in the hadith, we will find the following. And for sure, the Muslim will not translate to you in English what it says in Arabic. But if we go in Arabic, you will see here it says, and I change any Muslim to say I'm lying, it says, قال أبو بكر وقال له أبو بكر امصص بذر اللات, go and suck the clitoris of the vagina of Allat. Do you see it, Muslims? If we look in the English translation, we will not find that. Who is a Muslim? He speak Arabic, wanna call me and say to me I'm lying? Who is a Muslim? Abdul. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Are you serious too? If we are serious, both of us, we can play cards. We can play, we can bring Allat and Manat and Al-Uzza. Allah have 3 daughters. One of them, she have a vagina, and it is the god of fertility, and she have a clitoris where everybody kiss it. Any Muslim? Look what Mr. Fahim he said. Sorry for that. Mr. Fahim he said, let us show you what he said. We will zoom in his text. CB, the Kaaba stone is the best place to worship our Creator Allah. Please understand, we pray toward the Kaaba. I am telling you, Islam is a wise religion. Anybody understand why? Okay, why the Kaaba? Why the Kaaba? You have to pray in direction of the Kaaba, and why you kiss the black stone, and why you think the stone is holy? Give us the answer. Once I went to a Muslim website and I said to them, why the Prophet of Allah kissed the black stone? They said because it's holy. I said why it's holy? They said because he kissed it. My brother Muslims, you are very, very funny. You are very funny. I'm very wise. Very wise, you have to admit, brother. So why the Prophet kiss it? Because it's holy. And why it's holy? Because the Prophet kiss it. Here we go. So Fahim, why your Prophet kiss it? Why your Prophet kiss it? I'm waiting for the answer. Because it's holy. And why it's holy? Because he kiss it. I'm telling you, Islam is all wise, my friend. We are not joking around here. Think before you speak, read before you think. Somebody says that to Allah, at least for a second. Any Muslim? Anyone? Any two? Sold. The Quran is in auction. Nobody wanna buy it. You have many Dutch people here. That's good. That's good. Option 8 is meist. I have no idea what I said. I hope I did not say something wrong. When I went to Germany last time, the security, they said to me, "Where are you from?" I told him from America. He told me, I mean, where are you from?" I said, "I mean from America." He said, "I mean, where are you from?" I said, "I told you from America." The guy looked at the other guy. I don't blame them, you know, they think I'm a terrorist. So they said to me, "What do you have with your what do you have there in the?" I said, "Quran." They look at me and their eyes is open. They said, "What you have what?" I said, "Quran." Would make it more worse. Things getting like, and they are getting excited, like, what? You know, the second I said Quran, it was only one of them talking to me, and the guy next to him is just listening. The second I said Quran, like there's 5 in the table, they look at me. You know, huh? What, is it? Can we see? I said, "Sure, go ahead, go ahead." You know, and they start going through my bags and looking in every pocket, and they asked me to empty my pockets, and unbelievable how beautiful it was. And then, so what are you coming to do in Germany? I said, "To meet some brothers." The second I said the brothers, things is getting even more crazy. Did he say brothers? Yeah. Oh boy. They said to himself, "This guy 100% guaranteed he's from ISIS." And then they hold my tooth, base. They said, "What is inside?" I said, "You know, what do you think is going to be inside?" Everything about me is suspicious. Anyway, I told them at the end, to make it the story short, think before you speak and read before you think. And this is how it ended. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Hmm? Actually, always when I go in the airport to go fast, especially in America, I get my phone and I start speaking Arabic and I say, "Alhamdulillah, shukran brother, Alhamdulillah, mashallah, mashallah." I hang up my phone, but I'm not talking to anyone. In a second, they will say, the security, they will come to me and they will say, they put a circle around your ticket and they say, "Can you go there?" Like a special check, you know. So they don't wait in the line. It's very busy line. It will take you 2 hours to finish. And they right away after you, they will choose any redhead after you to make it look like we are not being, you know, about you being an Arab or a Muslim. No, no, no. So they choose anyone behind me or before me. He is a redhead, and he have to be a redhead. I never saw them doing that unless it is a redhead. So they choose somebody is a redhead, and they put the circle like him around me, and they say to him, "Go with him," you know, to the special check. We finish in 2 minutes. Bingo, we are in the airplane. Very good. But last time I did that, it did not work, and I was very upset. I mean, what's wrong? Security. I said, "Inshallah." I said, "Alhamdulillah." I said, "Call you later when we are landing." I mean, I said all the words which is going to be fishy and suspicious, but nobody came to me and gave me the circle around my ticket for a special check. Very disgusting. Very disappointing. Any Abdul? Yeah, I think already they know me. You are smart. You are smart. They know me already. They learned that. They learned the trick. Unbelievable. Yeah. Oh. So where is the Abdul? Are we going to wait for Abdul for a second? We used to have a lot of Abdul Wanako. What happened? Why we are dry now? Are you there, Fahim? Why you don't call me Fahim? Your name is Fahim. Fahim means smart or someone he understand. Anyone? Is it dangerous what you did at the airport? No. You see, there is things you cannot joke around. If you say like bomb or etc., you cannot say that there. That would be a crime, even by saying it. You cannot joke around it. But say Alhamdulillah, mashallah. That's that's legal, my friend. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, mashallah, Allahu Akbar. Oh boy. Hmm. Actually, I go in the airplane and I start reviewing the view, like the news on my phone in Arabic. And the guy next to me, usually they ask for a changing of a place, and I have the whole seat by myself, which is very nice. It's fun. It's fun to be an Arab. It's very fun. Where are you from? America. I mean, where are you from? America. I mean, where are you from? He's waiting for me to say from which country in the Middle East. You know, keep waiting. So, uh, do we have any beautiful Muslim would like to call us, or handsome Muslima? How they let me go to Germany? No, actually, after you go first time, or you go, it's easy. Like, because last time I went to Germany twice actually. Uh, but only in the first time they check. They don't have any file about you. So, any Abdul? Who is a Muslim here? Who is a Muslim want to give us something wise about Allah? Like we spoke about Allah, he speak about how the baby is created, the sperm coming from the backbone and the ribs. We don't want to repeat that. I mean, come on, this has became boring. We want something wise, more wise. Who is a Muslim want to call us and show us something wise? Allah, he said. Until now, all what we heard from Allah is really, really stupid. Hmm? What do you think? Fahim, he cannot call me because he have to wait for his mother-in-law to let him use the phone. Arab women are very strict, and I think he is not an Arab. I think he's a Pakistani. Uh, those Muslim women, they are very strict, and usually they beat their husbands if they use minutes are not allowed in the phone. Most of Arab men don't dare to use the phone when the wife is not there, because when she come back, Allah knows what will happen. He will wash dishes, he will do laundry, he will wipe the floor, and she will wipe the floor with him. According according to studies, most of domestic violence in Morocco is women beating their husbands. Women beating their husband. Moroccan women are very strong. Moroccan men are bye bye. You know, yeah. You can go and search for it. We are not making things up. Domestic violence in Morocco is not the man beating the women; it's the women beating the man. Uh, CP only speak to languages. Who said that to you? Who said that to you? Don't you know that the Quran says that we taught them the language of birds? Listen. The funny that Allah he said that he taught Suleiman the language of the bird, but the guy he was understanding the language of the ants. Unbelievable. How Allah he taught him the language of the birds, but yet the guy he understand the language of the ants. Hmm? Let us see. Okay, I understand. That's you know, Allah is he opened a school of languages, but I did not understand why he taught him the language of the birds. Yet he was able to understand the language of the ants. And Solomon was David higher and said, Men, we have been taught the speech of the birds. So I want to hear Sulaiman making a speech to the birds. This is a bird that's taking Shahada, converting to Islam. Yeah. He was saying Sarsur Akbar. Sarsur Akbar. Any Abdul? I mean, what is that the wisdom of your God? What is the point of those chapters and those verses? What is that? Sulaiman, he have an army contain genie and men and birds. Birds in the army of Sulaiman. Introduce yourself. General Chicken. Quack, 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 quack. What happened to your voice? Why you are doing that? Sir Chicken Brigade. Quack, 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 quack. An army of birds, a genie and a human. Don't you think there's something missing there? What about an army of rats and cats and dogs? Why birds? I mean, what is that? So this is the Air Force? You see, we are talking about Allah is all-knowing and the most wise. So what is the wisdom that Sulaiman, he have an army of genie and men and birds? What is missing there? Hello? Are you there, Fahim? Who is a Muslim can at least tell us in text. You don't want to call me, no problem. Who want to tell us what is the point of having an army of birds and jinn? Why other prophet don't have that? Genie, an army of shaitan, an army of a chicken, and birds, all the birds. Obviously, this is all wise and all knowledgeable. This is, don't think that this is a Sinbad story. No, I know some of you are thinking that this is Sinbad. Absolutely not. This is have nothing to do with Sinbad. You are being stupid now. This is have nothing to do with Sinbad. Sinbad's story is different details. Yes, there is a Sinbad story where an army of birds will attack, etc. But you will see that it's not the same story. There's some differences in the story. Okay. Oh boy. Sinbad story. Sinbad. Hmm. Where is the flying carpet? I'm trying to find the flying carpet here. This is the castle of Suleiman. The king was there. He have ministers from the birds and ministers from the genie and ministers from a human. The genie, some of them, they are diving and looking for diamonds and pearls in the deep sea. And some of the shayateen, they are arrested for not obeying Suleiman. The army of the birds are looking for worms because this is the favorite meal of Suleiman in the morning. And for sure, this is a true story. Any Muslims? Do you know Angry Birds? My friend, the birds was mentioned in the Quran is the hudhud. Do you know the hudhud? Let me show you the hudhud, my friend. This is the army of the birds of Sulaiman. Take a look. Ta-da-da, 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 ta-da-da. I think Muhammad, he thought of this bird highly because it have this feather in the top, so he must be a general. That's why he thought he is a general or for Sulaiman, and he is the leader of the army of the birds. Anyone knows what the name of this bird in English? No, it's a small bird actually. It's very cute, you know. It's a small bird. We see it in the Middle East, but since Muslim they have guns, we don't see them no more. They shoot at anything they around them. Yeah. No, this is not a rooster. It's a small. It's a small bird. It's a very beautiful bird actually. But look how legends are made, you know, about those birds. And Muhammad suddenly he add this story in the Quran, and he make it about this bird who was in the ranks between the birds of Sulaiman and his army. And one day Sulaiman he asked, "Where is the bird? If you don't give me a good excuse, I'm going to slaughter him, make him barbecue. I will take his feather one by one." I mean, torture time. So, true story. Any Muslim? Thank you for those who say God bless you and hello. Sorry if I did not answer you, because as you see, I'm busy with the birds. This is the Minister of Defense of the army of Sulaiman. Guys, if you are a friend to this guy, he can get you a very good job in the army. So don't make fun. I mean, this guy, he can grant you a good job. Maybe in the intelligence service, maybe in the CIA. You never know. I mean, this guy is the one in charge. He is just right hand of Prophet Solomon. So if I am you, I will try to build a good communication with this bird. You know, be friend with him, invite him to your house, give him some worms, you know, some sarsur, cockroaches. You know, he like cockroaches, as I've been told. We don't want to go there here. What do you think, Muslims? This is the wisdom of Allah. I mean, this is Quran now. This is the book of Allah. And when Sulaiman he arrived to the valley of the ants. By the way, the valley of the ants, if you take the highway 107 and then to go to highway 102 and then you go to highway 1000, you take an exit, okay, and then you exit the valley of the cockroaches, and then the first exit after that for the valley of rats, and from the valley of rats, don't forget that you will see a sign. It says no Christian prince allowed. Okay, this place here, you don't take this exit, you take the exit after that, and then you pass that road, and in the left side there is a bridge. Don't take the bridge. In the left and the right side there's a bridge too. Don't take that bridge too. In the other left there's a bridge too. Don't take that bridge. Continue going, and then in the right side you will find a bridge. Take that bridge, but by the way, this bridge is the wrong one, so you have to exit now. And now continue, please, walking, and then you keep going, you keep going until you see a sign. It says chicken only. Okay, you enter because this is a sign of deception of Allah. It says a chicken only, but the fact this is a valley for the ants, so he don't want anyone to know where to find this valley. It's like kind of deception, you know, like chicken only. So you enter this place, and then it says a sign. It says scorpion only, to scare the hell of you, so you will not enter. Scorpion, and then cobra only. Keep going, don't worry. Cobra only, and then you see poison only, and then Azrael, which means the angel of death only. And then you enter, you find yourself in the valley of the ants. This is why nobody can find it until now. And in the valley of the ants, there's an ant there. Until now, she's alive. And she is the only talking ant between all her sisters. She speaks 7 languages, including Arabic for sure. So the ant, she said to the other ants, hide, otherwise Solomon, he is going to crush you. And you are telling me the Quran is not the book of wisdom? We learn a lot from this story. We learn now there is a valley, it's called the valley of the ant. Until now they could not find it. Why? Because you have a lack of intelligence. Allah, he found it long time ago. How Muhammad, he knew this 1400 years ago, when science was not like now, unless he is a prophet of God. You are mocking the God of Jesus. Look what this guy, guys, look what this guy Muslim, he said. Christian prince, I remind you. I'm scared now. You are mocking the God of Jesus, and you are insulting the prophet of God. Where is the benefit of that? So your prophet, he can call us pigs, he can call us monkeys, he can say we are the worst of the creatures, he can call us najis, he can call us bastards, he can call us we are the fuel of hellfire, yet we cannot insult him back. By the way, your cousin, the cousin of your prophet, he said to your prophet, I don't believe in the Lord of the star. So Allah, prophet, he said, Allah, send him your dog. And Allah, he sent his dog and he ate the guy. Why your prophet, you don't invoke his God to send me his dog to eat me? Why? Hypocrites. Secondly, my friend, when you say you are insulting the God of Jesus, do you even have the name of Jesus in your Quran? Can you find me the name of Jesus in your Quran? The whole Quran does not exist. The name Jesus does not exist. It's not correct in Arabic. It's not correct in there's nothing correct. Where is the name of Jesus there? Show it to me. My friend, my Messiah is the Lord of the world, and Muhammad is going to burn in hellfire. This is what your prophet he brought for you, a book of fairy tales and stupidity. Why you don't call and defend your cult? A Muslim, he insult us Christians 5 times a day. They took our land, they torture our people, they force us to pay jizya, they humiliate us, they took our churches, they kidnap our women, and they say, why you are insulting our God? Your God is the devil. Do you believe Muhammad was exist? Yes, I believe, but maybe the name is not accurate, because Muhammad is not a name, is a title. There's nothing is called Muhammad. Muhammad is a title of a praised one. Muhammad, he's trying to replace Jesus. Simply, he's trying to say, I am God, worship me. That's why he called himself the praised one. Do we have any Muslim? And look, this Muslim who said something, now he played dead. He don't even want to post anything in the text. It's gone. He is sleeping. Who is a beautiful Muslim or a handsome Muslim? I would like to call us. What is the wisdom of forbidding women from taking hair from her face? As long Allah is all wise and all knowing. Any Muslim can tell us? What is the wisdom of cursing the one who remove a woman, she remove hair from her face? I want to know the wisdom, please. A woman, she is hairy and she have too much hair in her face. Is that make Allah happy that she have a mustache? What is the business of your prophet and your God? What is the wisdom of saying that the man he can shave his mustache, but the woman she cannot take hair from her face? What is the wisdom behind? Please, who is a Muslim wanna tell us? Who is a Muslim of you men, Muslim men, would like to see a woman she have a beard? Be honest. Huh? Do you like to have a woman she have a beard? Obviously you do. Otherwise, you tell me what is the point of this? The prophet is cursing a woman she remove hair from her faces for beautification. So Allah get excited and happy if he see a woman she have a goat beard. I never saw a Muslim woman she don't take hair from her faces. All of you don't follow Muhammad. Not only they take hair from their faces, Muslim women, nobody use makeup as much as they do. They put like 7 kilos of makeup in their face before they leave the house. I remember once I was in a building full of Muslims. When I go in the elevator, I can't breathe. The women, they have perfume like crazy. It's like, you know, they are showering themselves by perfume to attract men. For me, I feel like I'm going to vomit. In Emirat, in Bahrain, in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, those are the biggest countries in the world who buy perfume. Go check it out. What hijab? The Muslim women, they wear hijab, but you can see that their jeans is going through. I'm not going to give details. You know what I'm talking about. Their jeans is so tight to the point as if they are wearing nothing. And I think it take them like an hour to wear it. No, a woman, she can take hair from her vagina, she can take hair from underarm, but she is not allowed to take hair from her face. So what is the wisdom? They say to you, you are not allowed to change the way Allah he made you. So the prophet, here we go, the prophet himself, he removed hair from his body. Well, Allah he gave you hair. How come the prophet he can do it, the Muslim woman she can? What is the difference? Is taking hair from your private part, but you cannot take it from your face. You are speaking about Muhammad. Can you try to give us your view of this? If there is any proof or evidence like historical texts and hadith. Muhammad, he's killing people for killing people. No, my friend. Muhammad, he said it clearly, I've been ordered to kill all mankind unless they accept me as a prophet. The whole point of killing is to say Muhammad a prophet. Muhammad never fought for justice, never defend. He is the attacker. The Muslims, they lie, they say to us he was defending the fact it's not true. Muhammad, he sent 3 letters to 3 kings saying convert or else. And as you see, all those hadith are sahih. All of them. And the only way to stop Muhammad from shedding your blood is you accepting Islam. You see it? All those reference sahih. Not only accept Islam, you have even to slaughter as he slaughter. You have to pray as he pray. You have to pray in the direction he pray. You have to eat as he eat. Everything you do as he said, otherwise he will slaughter you still. Muhammad did not order to kill the Jewish tribe. We are right. Actually, Muhammad, he was killing them by his hand. By his own hand. Let us see. And try to find the hadith. Where is the hadith? This website is the worst. Like, it doesn't have like advanced search. So when you type something, it give you whatever connected. Let us see. So when they say to you, Muhammad himself, he did not kill the Jews, this is a big fat lie. They say to you, he did not order, he was killing them by his hand. Read with me. No woman of Bani Qurayza was killed except one. She was with me. The one is talking who is Aisha. Sorry, Aisha, yeah. Talking and laughing on her back and belly. This woman, she lost her mind because Muhammad is killing her people. Extremely. While the messenger of Allah was killing her people with the swords. Do you see it? They said to you, the Prophet himself, he did not order to kill them. He is the one who was killing them. Never trust a Muslim, my friend. A Muslim is the last one to say something truthful about Islam. And here you will see, because this woman, the poor woman, she is laughing from madness. She is losing her mind because she saw her family slaughtered one by one. So a man from the Muslims, he called her. He said, where are you? She came and he said, what's wrong with you? Which means, why you are laughing? She said, I did a new act. I'm going crazy. She said the man took her and beheaded her. Do you see it? He beheaded her for she is laughing. And while Muhammad is killing her people by the sword, one by one. So don't make the Muslims fool you, my friend. Let us see. Too many text messages, but nobody is a Muslim. So I'm not going to answer you. Sorry. I mean, if everybody texts me. Somebody says there is a lady in the chat. She is asking, okay. Well, what is not fake about Islam? What is the heaven? The heaven where the God will give you women, they have nice boobs. Do you think this is real? Or the God who do not know how the baby is created, he think it's a sperm who became a clot, and then the clot became loom, and then the loom became bones, and then at the end we put a flesh on it. A God who don't remember which one he created first. A God he think the sperm of the women coming from the ribs when women have no sperm. So what I need to prove to you, all of Islam is stupid. All right. No, it's not the Christians don't know Muhammad, my friend. Our friend here says Yeshua said it is finished. This mean the Christian do not need Muhammad. Muhammad, nobody need him. Muhammad is the devil. Whatever the religion of Muhammad goes, beheading goes, slaughtering goes, peace run away, women kidnapped, killing, security is gone. I mean, name one place there's Muhammad there and it's good to live in. The less Muhammad is exist in the area, the less the people they suffer from slaughtering and killing. As an example, in Saudi Arabia, if a woman she walk alone, just she walk alone, she is a target of 1,000 dogs. They will eat her alive. Why? Because the religion of Muhammad did not make them better people. So if they see a woman alone in the street, she is something to snatch. Islam make the women a walking, talking vagina. They don't see her even as a human. If you go to Dubai, Dubai is an Islamic country supposedly, but because nothing left of Islam in Dubai, this is why in Dubai life is a lot better than Saudi Arabia. We can't compare. Why in Saudi Arabia? They are neighboring countries. Why in Saudi Arabia, if a woman she walk alone, they will kidnap her immediately, and 1 million dog they will follow her and they will rape her. But if a woman she walk in Dubai, she's okay. Mostly. The only difference is this is a Sharia law country and this is no law, it's no Sharia law country. As simple as that. The second you bring Islam to the territory, everything to turn to be savagery. Human being turn into savage. You go in Islamic country, if a woman walking alone on the street, she will hear 1,000 words before she arrive home if they don't try to touch her butt, if they do not try to snap her, touch her boobs. Go and see. Go right now and see. Type in YouTube women harassment in Egypt or any Islamic country. If women she go in the bus, there's 1,000 dogs. They will round around her, starting to touch her, touching her ass. She will leave the bus and she is pregnant. Number one country in the world search for sex with donkeys and rape is Pakistan, and they are very religious. Very religious. And they say America have a Playboy stations, but how many people in America they are the one who really watch this station? Go in the Middle East. I remember once I was in the roof, you know, in the Middle East, like we have we have a garden in the roof. So I was there, and suddenly everybody in the roof changing the direction of the satellite. I don't know why. I went downstairs. I said, "What happened? Is the satellite working?" It's working. Everybody has satellite there, satellite dish. So later, you know, I was a teenage. I went out afternoon to walk with my friends, and then they said to me, "Did you change the direction of satellite?" I said, "Why?" He said, "They changed the location of the porn stations." And then I understand why everybody was in the roof changing the direction of the dish, because nobody is watching normal channels. They have the dish just to watch porn. The whole country is watching porn, but the whole country is religious. The whole country go to the mosque 5 times a day. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? And you know, at the end of the day, why you blame them? The heaven of Islam is nothing but porn. If the God of Islam, he is the God of porn, why they will not watch porn? Huh? If this is what their God teach them, this is the promise of the God. In the heaven, there's images of men and women for sex. You like the image, you get inside it and you have sex with it. And the customer is man, and the images of men and women, which mean you can be a gay. Do we have any Muslim? Yeah, somebody saying to me that the Arabic text in Kindle is not good. This is why it's better to get the book in a paper, Kindle, because their software does not accept the Arabic text. So if you buy it in Kindle, it does not appear correctly. So I advise you to get the book in paper. Actually, this is why I'm not publishing my books, the later books, in Kindle, because all the Arabic text is messed up. They could not fix this issue. I don't know why. Do we have any Abdul? So after what? We are here for an hour until now, zero Abdul. Zero Muslim want to show us one wise thing about Allah. No, I'm not drinking coffee. Sorry. I wish. I miss it actually. I drink coffee once a while because I'm having allergy from coffee. The Prophet, he advised us to drink camel urine, and Allah is punishing me for not drinking camel urine. This is what happened to you when you don't follow the advice of the Prophet. What is the wisdom of drinking urine, Muslims? There's article written by Muslims that the urine is extremely useful. So why you don't go? Why you go to clinic in America? Why when one of you is rich, he don't drink the camel urine and stay home? Why you go and buy antibiotic, and why you go to the pharmacy, and why you go to the doctor? Why you don't buy and drink camel urine? I want to see the Muslims don't go to pharmacies, no hospitals. Stay healthy, my friend, and just drink camel urine and eat honey. The Prophet, he said, eat honey. Do we have any Muslim? Okay, I have to give up. What I can do. There is no Muslims here. Let us see. No Muslims, no Muslims. We are out of them. Okay. I'm just trying to find you something. Just for fun. Dr. Moore. Dr. Moore. Okay.
Human development.
Page what? Page what? Page what? Page what?
The 5th edition, page number 8.
But this guy is a Muslim, right?
No, this is just a medical doctor.
No, he's a doctor. No, he's a Muslim. We know his name. His name is mentioned in all Islamic books because he's a Muslim. No.
Allah converted to Islam?
Yeah.
That's a foolish thing to say.
Really? What if I show it to you from the Quran?
That's a foolish thing to say.
Okay, read for me chapter 3, verse number 18.
You read it to me.
No, you read it. You are the Muslim. You told me where. I'm showing you.
You read it.
Chapter 3, verse number 18. It says, Allah, he said shahada. Allah said, Shahid Allahu, anna ilaha illa huwa. How that happened? How Allah witnessed that there is no. This is what it says in front of your eyes, my friend. It is in the front of your eyes. What kind of God? What kind of God he takes shahada?
You want to talk about
your voice
doesn't take shahada.
Okay, so read it. It says Shahid Allahu annahu la ilaha illallah illahu. My friend, You see the word shahida?
You're ignorant.
You don't know Arabic.
That is your.
Okay, listen. So don't discuss with me something you do not know. What do you, okay, let us make it simple. I want you to prove to me that Islam is from the true God. Can we do that? Mujahid.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely.
I'm listening.
Okay, so let's go ahead and establish some ground rules, because I'm not going to play your games. You know, the games that you persistently play, where you try to twist and turn things, and you try to change the subject. You try to redirect. You use red herrings. You know, it's constant with you. You're very simple to figure out. You're very.
Let us see how good you are. Let us see how good you are. As long as you know how simple I am to figure out, let us see how good you are. So go straight to the topic. Don't waste my time. How you can prove to me that Allah is the true God? Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Very simple.
How?
Very simple.
How?
It's a declaration of faith. For one, we believe in what we cannot see. Okay, and if you are incapable of doing that, then you're incapable of believing in the oxygen that you breathe. You cannot see the oxygen that you breathe, but you most certainly do breathe it.
I don't know how smart you are. I'm asking you how to prove to me that Allah is a true God. You say to me you to believe in the unseen. Well, we are not atheists, my friend. We believe in God when we don't see Him. This is a stupid answer. Right. I'm saying to you, answer me how you can prove to me that Allah is a true God and Muhammad is a true prophet. Don't tell me we don't believe. We believe in the unseen. All people who have religion, they believe in the unseen. This is not the question. This is not the topic. You are playing around. Speak straight as an adult. How you prove to me that Allah is a true God? What is your proof?
What is your proof that He is not?
Because He says stupid things. As an example, in the Quran, He says that the sperm of the women coming from the ribs.
Brother, if you understood the scientific.
My friend, this is a scientific. Here we go. In the front of me. In the front of me.
If you would realize.
My friend, it's in the front of me. Chapter 86. Chapter 86, verse number 7. This is Quran. Allah, He says that women, she have a sperm. It's coming from her ribs. Have you ever heard of somebody saying such a thing?
Absolutely.
What absolutely?
As a matter of fact, let me get something real quick, and I'm going to read it to you, and then you have a full understanding. And this is from a doctor who's actually done research on this. And if you bear with me just 1 second, because I didn't anticipate going into this.
No problem. The doctor, he said that women, she have a sperm coming from her ribs. Doctors, they say that.
But what you do need to do is you do need to stay on your toes with me, because this tactic that you're using to trying to bounce around and go to different topics.
My friend, go straight to the topic. Don't tell me you are the one. You see why you need to give me 15-minute speech? Why you need to give me the 15? Go straight to the topic. Show me the doctor who said that women, they have a sperm coming from their ribs. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Bear with me 1 second, I'll tell you all about it. Bear with me 1 second. Let me get my reading glasses, because I don't see as well as I used to.
All right.
Bear with me 1 second.
Maybe you need to pray to Jesus, because He make the blind see. Muhammad, He cannot make the blind see. I feel sorry for you.
Jesus said of His own self He could do nothing. He came to do the will of the one.
Yeah, this is the man. This is the man. This is the man. But the Quran says, I make the blind see. I heal the leper. I. So Jesus the man, He can do nothing of His own. We don't worship Jesus the man. We worship Jesus the Christ. He is the Word of God, and the Word of God can heal you. Is not the man. We don't worship a man. You are the one who follow a man and worship a man, and his name is Allah. No.
What I just repeated was from the Bible, not the Quran.
Yes, my friend. You don't quote a verse. You don't quote a verse from the Bible without forgetting the other verses, because the Bible says that Jesus said, "I am before Abraham. I am." So don't go there now. Let us finish this. About a God who believes women have a sperm coming from their breast. I want to know how this happened. How the bones of the women, the location of the necklace, generate sperm for the women. Show me the doctor.
I'm finding it for you. Just bear with me 1 second.
Taking long, my friend.
It's very interesting that you like to try to talk over people on your program, and
well, you are changing topic.
Actually, we came in.
And I am rude, my friend. I am rude. We are Arab. Arab are rude. Arab are rude. I'm like your prophet. We are Arab. So now, don't waste my time. Give me speeches. You are easy to figure out. You said something. It's very funny. I want you to get the proof. Who is the doctor who said to you that women, she have a sperm coming from the bones of her ribs? I want to know his name.
right. I've got the book in my hand right now. If you give me a moment to look for it, I would. Okay, Developing the Human. Dr. Moore and Prasad.
Dr. Moore.
Edition,
Dr. Moore.
Page
Okay.
8. Human development.
Page what? Page what? Page what? Page what?
The 5th edition, page number 8.
But this guy is a Muslim, right?
No, this is just a medical doctor.
No, he's a doctor. No, he's a Muslim. We know his name. His name is mentioned in all Islamic books because he's a Muslim. Now, what he said. Read for me. Read for me. Yes, yes, yes. He is. Yes. Read for me. What he said. Let us laugh.
Let you laugh. The Quran, the embryonic development. In the Holy Quran, Allah speaks about the stages of embryonic development. We created man. We created man from an extractive clay. Then we made him as a drop in a place of settlement, firmly fixed. Then we made the drop into alaka, which is a leech or suspended thing, or blood clot. Okay. And we made alaka into mudga.
Okay, stop. No. Just wait, because you are giving me an answer about a wrong question. We will talk about that later.
No.
I'm talking about the sperm of the women, my friend. You are talking about after the women get pregnant. The question here is not about the women after getting pregnant. About the women, there's a gushing fluid come from the man and the women. The gushing fluid come from the women ribs. Chapter 86. Abdul, listen, you are reading for me from Al-Mu'mineen chapter. This is different chapter. This is different chapter, different verse, different story. It's not about his. Listen. You are running away from the question. You are running away from the question. Where is the answer for this verse? Where Dr. Moore, he said that. No, you need to show me. You need to show me.
Reading what I was reading.
No, you are not reading. I know. I saw it all. I have a book about it. I answer all those, Abdul. I got them busted. I made them shish kebab. Go and buy my books from Amazon. It's called Quran and Science in Depth. Those guys are a joke. And nowhere he speak about the ribs thing. So now give me the answer. Where Dr. Moore, he spoke about women, she have breast testicles.
Do you want me to read the whole book to you?
Okay, no, show me where he spoke about women have sperm from their ribs. Give me the page number. Give me the page number.
Right. So I would suggest that you and your listeners get the book.
No, you show it to me. No. We want you to show it to us where he said that women sperm.
You don't dictate what I do and what I don't do.
No, I tell you, no, I challenge you because you're a liar. Because you're a liar. Where it is, show me where he said women they have a sperm coming from their ribs. You are a liar. Otherwise, read it for us. I'm listening.
You the question and you interrupted.
I'm listening. No, you are not reading that. Okay, go for that. Go straight. Okay, read for me right away. Where he said the ribs of the women. Do you see the word the ribs of the women there in that page?
Oh, absolutely. You already tried to get
Do you see the word ribs in the whole page there? Do you see the word ribs of the women? Do you see it there?
You can find the book.
My friend, you are just a joke. Show me where he spoke about chapter 86, verse number 7. We did not speak about it. You are lying. Be honest.
Not lying.
Okay, then read for me where he spoke about it.
You don't dictate what I do and what I don't do.
Because this is the question about chapter 86, verse number 7.
What you didn't expect me to do is quickly give you a reference.
Abdul, aren't you reading this guy for me because you want to answer this question? Is that the purpose, right? So I'm asking you about chapter 86, verse number 7. In that page you are reading from, he is not talking about the chapter 86 at all.
You didn't let me finish reading what I was reading.
Okay, show me where. Show me. Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead. Guys, listen carefully. Listen.
You didn't want to get there, do you? So now let's move to another topic.
No, we will not move. No, you will not move. I want you to read because even what you just said is a joke. Now let us move to another topic. So all this time we're doing what? God is all wise and he knows everything. The women have a sperm coming from her ribs, proven scientifically. Dr. Moore, 5th edition. What Dr. Moore? There's not even such a book, you idiot liar. Look, I'm going to get you. You and Dr. Moore busted. Continue.
The book Developing the Human by Dr. Moore and Prasad. Okay, so he is not a Muslim, by the way. You are a liar. And I suggest that you get the book, Developing the Human, and you can read all about.
No, why you don't read for us? No, you read for us. We want to laugh. It is comedy day.
What?
Read for us. Read for us the human development. Show how the human is developed according to the Quran. According to Dr. Moore is the one you choose. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us.
Your manners are lacking, and that's why you do need Islam.
Isn't it you who choose the topic? Isn't it you who choose the topic? Finish it. Read for me with Dr. Moore. Read for me, Dr. Moore. Read for me, Dr. Moore, so we can laugh, because this guy is a joke, and I will show you, and I will get you busted in front of everybody. Why you want to run? You are the one who opened the topic. We want to finish it. Continue reading.
Nervous. In being nervous and being intimidated, you have made a fool out of yourself.
You are the one who is intimidated. This is why you change the topic. You are the one who opened the topic. Finish it.
Here I am right here. Immediately.
So answer. So don't change the topic. So don't change the topic. Dr. Moore, read for us. Read for us. Dr. Moore, I want to laugh. I'm listening.
Two sentences you already interrupted me. Then you interrupted me again.
You are not even answering. Where Dr. Moore he spoke about the ribs of the women giving sperm. You are supposed to quote for me Dr. Moore, so he will answer about the chapter 86 verse number 7.
What
so,
I was going to do until you interrupted me. So because of your rudeness and your lack of manners, you read it yourself.
You were wrong. Yeah, okay, I will read for you. I will read it for you. Do you want me to open Dr. Moore for you so we can run? So we can run?
How about you do that? How about you do that?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, please do. What you're not going to do is you're not going to dictate to me what I'm going to do.
I will show in the screen what your guy he said, so we can laugh.
Yeah, let's do that, shall we?
Yeah. All right.
It's very interesting that you quickly try to go to what you did was you tried to go to the most complicated topic, which is science. Okay, you want to go to the most complicated topic, and why do you do that? Because you're intimidated. Because you know that the foolishness coming out of your mouth is.
Let us see the foolishness. Let us see the foolishness of the man. Let us see. This is
that's all you're
guys.
doing.
This is Dr. Moore. I want you to look with me in the screen and read with me what Dr. Moore he said, so we can laugh together.
Yeah, and by the way, he's not a Muslim. By the way,
we will see. We will see. Okay, hold on. Because if he isn't a Muslim, that means he's a liar. Because how come he find that this is coming from God, but yet you don't want to believe in that God? That means he's a scam. You just admitted that he is a scam. Because if somebody believes that this is the truth and this is coming from the true God, that means he is a scam. Now let us read together what he said. This guy, he never spoke about what you just read for us. This is a big fat lie. Let us read what he said. The staging of the human embryos, read with me, was not proposed until 1940 and etc. And then he continued. Let's see. The Quran chapter 23 verse number 12 to 16 indicate that there is a lag of a grab between two early stages of a growth. How does that compare with the modern science and knowledge? Recurrently says Dr. Moore, read carefully what he said. It will establish that there is a lag of delay in the development of the embryo during the implementation, whatever. The agreement between the lag of or gap in development mentioned in the Quran and slow rate of a change occurring during the second and third weeks. Amazing. 2 and second and third weeks. Read carefully. Then he says, finally, Dr. Moore conclude by saying the agreement that he has found the Quran statement may help to close the gap between the science and the religion which has existed before for so many years. How's that? Above evidence. Hold on.
What you're doing is confirming the truth.
Hold on.
Keep reading. Because everything you're going to read
actually the article
doesn't speak against the Quran. It confirms the Quran.
Okay, let me show you. Let me ask you.
He could not read nor write.
My friend. You know what happened about this Dr. Moore? They invited him to Saudi Arabia, a conference about Islam, and his work is to go in the stage and say a few words and get nice a check. That's all. And they gave him a translation for the chapter of An-Nur that the sperm became like a leech. And they said, well, isn't it the egg will hang in the womb? That's the whole story. And based on this, the guy, he said, if this is true, the Quran saying that, then the Quran agree with science. But the fact the Quran doesn't say anything of that. It's a sperm transformed into a dead blood, and dead blood became a loom, and then the loom became a bones. And here in the article, this is an article written by Shibir Ali. He did not quote everything because nothing there really is truthful. But let us continue with this comedian Kenny Bunny.
Friend,
let us read.
The invention of the modern science
Abdul.
So you just shook down. You just broke down.
You are a coward. Are you going to hang up? Are you going to hang up? Are you going to hang up and run? Is that what you do? Are you preparing yourself to hang up? So don't hang up. Okay, promise me.
I'm not like these other
listen.
I will shake you up and I will
don't use the word shit. Don't use the word shit. Otherwise, I will shit on your prophet. Listen. Be a brave man and promise me you will not hang up until we finish the topic. Promise me.
I'm not going to hang up.
Okay.
I'm right here. Because I am right here in your mouth and giving you everything that you need to have.
And everybody will be laughing at you now. Read carefully with me.
And lies.
Okay, read carefully with me. This is what Dr. Moore he said. Let us laugh together.
What you're doing is confirming the Quran. Go ahead, read.
No problem. Okay, let us read together. Let us read together. This is Dr. Moore. This Dr. Keithlow Moore. This is the name, right? In the front of you. Let us read what he said. Okay. Let us see the topic. Actually, they are not even quoting where is the Quran? The whole article in front of me, but there's nothing. Where is the Quran? There's no Quran.
Keep reading. It's a volume. It's a book. So that you
hold on. I need to find. Okay. Do you have a link? Do you have a link?
Stage of development.
Do you have a link? Do you have a link for it?
Stage of development.
Do you have a link for it? Do you have a link for it?
I have the book in my hand. I don't need a link.
Okay, then read for us the book. Read for us the book, because the link in the front of me, here we go. There's nothing. I look for his name. It says that he found, but doesn't say. You don't even quote the Quran.
So concerned about this.
The whole article, Abdul. Let me show you what Dr. Moore he said in the Quran. He spoke about the alaqa. You Muslims are a bunch of crazy. You do not know even what he's talking about. Dr. Moore, can you read for me the verse he read for you? Dr. Moore, read the translation for me.
I'm not reading anything for you.
Why you will not read? Because you will be exposed for the false translation. This is the word alaqa. This is what your Dr. Moore he did read. Let me show you. Let me show you, and we will laugh together. This is what Dr. Moore he read for you in chapter 2 verse 22 verse number 5, and specifically chapter 23 verse number 14. Sorry. Let us read together. According to Dr. Moore, it is, he said that the Quran saying there is a word, it's called leech. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Where we can find in any Islamic translation the word leech? Show me.
It's not the word leech. It's similar to the leech.
No, is it? So what it is?
It means a suspended thing, that which clings.
No,
it doesn't mean
all Muslims.
This is where
all Muslims. Let us see what Muslim translation is. Muslim translation is, listen. Muslim translation says that this is a dead blood. Do you agree?
It's a clot, a clean
it's
thing.
A congealed. No, it's a congealed dead blood. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So how the sperm became a congealed dead blood?
But you have to read the book.
It says clearly that it's impossible. My friend, what read the book? He says it is alaqa. He said it looked like a leech. The Quran doesn't say it looked like a leech. He did not say it's a dead blood there. The Quran said it's a dead blood. Now let me ask you, who understands the Quran better, Dr. Moore or Muhammad?
Let me tell you something. I have the book in my hand right now, and it shows an actual picture of a leech, and right above that it shows the human embryo. And the human embryo in this picture is absolutely in the similar shape as the leech. In the Quran, it is not talking about the word leech or the thing.
So what is the Quran talking about? What the Quran talking about? What is the word there is used?
It says alaqa, a clinging substance. That which
clinging substance. Okay, let us see. Okay, let us see what your prophet he said. Do you think your prophet he know better or you?
You've asked me a question again and you've interrupted me again.
Do you think the prophet knows better than you?
Because you know you're live and I'm shaking you up then you want
everybody will see in a second what your prophet said. Are you afraid to see what your prophet said?
It says,
are you
what?
afraid? Are you afraid to see what your prophet said about this?
Absolutely not.
Okay, what? So I'm asking you friendly, if we go and ask your prophet what he meant by this, isn't it better than we listen to you and to me? I think your prophet, he deserves more respect, right? And
let me say something. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, he didn't mean anything by it. The one who meant something by it was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay,
no problem, no problem.
Muhammad,
but your prophet, when he said
he didn't mean anything about it. Okay. He didn't mean anything by it. He was revealing what was revealed to him through the angel Gabriel. May Allah be pleased with him.
All right.
So
but your prophet,
trying to equate this book.
No problem.
Equate the Quran with the Prophet Muhammad as having revealed the Quran himself. That is not the truth.
But you're a prophet, my friend. You talk too much. You talk too much. You are not saying anything. I'm asking you. Do your prophet understand the Quran properly? This is the whole. There's no need for this speech you are giving me. Do your prophet? Okay. So your prophet, he understand the Quran properly. So if we go right now and we see what your prophet said, are you going to say your prophet is a liar?
Why would I say that?
I'm asking you. Are you going to say that?
No. Why would I say that? I'm asking you. Why would I say that?
Let us see what your prophet said then, and that will solve the problem. What do you think? Good.
Well, what did he say?
I'm asking you. If I show you, are you going to say? Because I'm predicting that you will say I don't believe in it.
I can't tell you what I'm going to say before you said what you.
Okay, let us see what your prophet said. Read with me carefully. Read with me. Okay, read with me. Are you looking at the screen? Are you looking at the screen? Stop screaming, you idiot! Look, read with me. Your prophet is said something. Respect your prophet and read. Read. Your prophet said that the sperm stay in the belly of the women for 40 days. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. Based on this book that I'm holding my hand by Dr. Moore?
Yeah. Absolutely. And Dr. Moore, he said that the sperm stay in the women for 40 days. You confirm that?
Yes, absolutely.
You liar, big fat liar. Show me where it says that.
I'm a big fat liar?
Yes, show me. Which page it says that the sperm stay in the women for 40 days as a sperm? I want to see that.
Let me answer your question.
I'm listening. No, show me where Dr. Moore, your scam, said that the women's sperm, there's a woman, she have a sperm, or the man have a sperm, and the sperm of the man stay in the belly of the women for 40 days. I want to see that.
Look, brother, let me
don't call me brother. I'm not your brother. I'm not the brother of the devil. You are a follower of the devil. Now answer. Where in the book it says that? You are a liar, you are a scam, otherwise show me. I challenge you not to hang up, not to run, and to show me the page and to read for me. Dr. Moore in page etc. and read for us. He said that the semen of the man stay in the womb for 40 days. I'm listening.
Right. Absolutely.
Show me. Okay, I'm listening.
What do you want me to do? You want me to give you a whole?
Show me. You said absolutely. He said that. You said absolutely. Dr. Moore, he said that. Show me.
I've got the book in my hand.
Show me. Read for us.
If you want to know this, just you buy the book.
My friend, don't tell me read the book. My friend,
Christian friends, why you don't buy the book? If you want to know, buy the book. Stupid Christian friends. It's in the front of me. It's in my hand. Read the book. Buy the book. But Kenny Bomber, why you don't show me? I don't care. Buy the book. It's in the front of me.
My friend, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. People are listening. You see, I don't want you to convince me that I'm wrong. Convince everybody that Christian Prince is wrong. Okay, no problem. So now either you got busted, you have no answer, or you read for us. Where Dr. Moore, he said that science approved that semen of a man stay in the womb of the mother for 40 days.
Right, it's absolutely in the book.
Where?
And if you buy the book.
No, read for us. Don't tell me if you buy the book. You have the book in your hand, my friend. You have the book in your hand. Just read it. Read for us. Show us where it says that.
If you find the book,
show us where it says that. You are a liar, aren't you?
No, I am.
Then show us. Tell us in page. You are recorded. I will make you famous in YouTube. You are already famous. People are recording you. Tell us which page. Tell us. I'm
not going to flip.
You are a liar. You are a liar, and you admit otherwise. Show us which page. Which page in Dr. Moore he said that women
they have received the sperm of the man and it stayed there inside them in the womb for 40 days.
You have the access to the internet right there at your fingertip.
I don't see. I cannot find anything in that book. I cannot find it. You said you have it. You said you have it. I don't have it. You said you don't.
Look,
show me.
a hard copy of the book
You
in
are
my hand.
then read it. Then read
it's gonna
it.
be
Like,
easier
Abdul,
to
what's
find
wrong
it
with
in
you
the book.
guys? Do you
find
see?
it on the internet.
Guys, do you see why I say every Abdul is a liar? He had the book in the front of him. He said he confirmed, absolutely, I believe in that. Absolutely, the prophet saying the truth, that the sperm stay in the womb of the woman for 40 days. And he said it's in this book. Okay, show us which page. Read for us.
I'm not going to flip through this book and find it.
Show us.
Once
You have to
I'm-
flip because you're a liar. So how you know it is there if you do not know how to find it? You're a liar.
I've already read
Is
this
it?
book.
Is it there? Is it?
I've already read
Is
this
it
book.
there? Is
I'm
it
not
there?
gonna you and give
Is
you a
it?
class.
Is it there?
If you want,
So you have no answer. You are here supposed to get me busted. Why you don't want to get me busted? According to science, you idiot.
And I'm
Listen. I will put you in mute for a minute because you scream, you say nothing. According to science, semen cannot live more than 7 days maximum. Your prophet is a big fat liar when he said semen stay alive for 40 days. What do you say about that?
say something.
What do you say about that? Do semen live more than 7 days?
Answer your question. If you hold your comments for a moment, I'll answer your question.
Okay, what's the answer?
The semen cannot live more than.
Okay, I'm going to make some tea. I'm listening. Give me the answer.
Okay, please listen. Just stop and be quiet for 30 seconds.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
If you 30
Go
seconds.
ahead, dude. Tell me the answer. Don't give me a speech. Give me the answer.
Right.
Right.
You just said that semen can't live for more than 7 days. But brother, each and every person on this earth, I'll be 47 years old in just a few weeks. And guess what? I used to be sperm myself. You used to be sperm. Don't tell me that sperm can't live in the womb of a woman more than 7 days. It develops and it grows and it grows.
The sperm grows. The sperm grows. The sperm. The sperm. Kenny Boomer, he is a sperm still. He is still a sperm. He's still a sperm until now. He's growing. He's a sperm and he's a growing. It's good to be sperm, my friend. That's nice. Yes, my friend. I'm a human being. I was a sperm myself, and I'm growing now. Unbelievable. I don't believe what this guy is saying. What a comedian. Okay. My friend, the sperm will grow. The sperm will grow.
Sperm is born or grow depending on the genes.
What do you mean sperm will grow? If your prophet saying the sperm stay as a sperm for 40 days, the sperm grow and live 40 days.
Develops another. It begins to develop.
No, it says it stays as a sperm for 40 days, and then after that it became, for a similar period, a piece of a fish.
And then you were once an embryo. You were once that sperm, and now you are a
friend.
Man.
Your prophet words. Your prophet word is so clear. Your prophet words is so clear. He said the sperm stay gathered. Listen carefully. Let me read for you what the prophet said. This is your Muslim translation. And this is just a search from Google. It says, the sperm inside the women can live up to 5 days. Do you see it? Do you see it? Your prophet said, the sperm of the women gathered in the womb of the women for 40 days. How such a thing can happen?
One thing is for certain is that the Quran has revealed these things for over 1,400 years ago.
Which is a stupid.
And each and every one of the miracles have been confirmed.
Confirmed by who? Confirmed. That's a lie. I just got you busted. I just got you busted. Don't tell me it's confirmed. I got you busted right now. Confirmed by who? I just got you busted. I confirm to you by science that this is the lie. This is science. This is a website of science. It says sperm live for 5 days. Your prophet said sperm gathered inside the women for 40 days. Answer.
Right. Before it transfers into another stage of development.
It is then still it is there for 40 days. Listen. First of all, sperm does not transform to anything. Only stupid believe in that. My friend, sperm does not transform.
Listen,
want me to answer
listen.
your question?
What is the egg of the women?
want me to
What is the egg of the women? What is the egg of the
Answer
women?
your
Your
question.
prophet, he mentioned the sperm. The sperm will turn into a flesh, and he will be the sperm will be 40 days as a sperm. What is the egg?
Right. So if you want me to answer your
What is the women?
question,
What is the women
you
egg?
have to give me time to do it.
I'm asking you. I give you
I
time to
know
answer.
you're nervous.
That's a good one. Who's the nervous here? Abdul, listen. I am so nervous. Seriously. I am really so nervous. Now answer. Okay, can you show me one Islamic book, including Dr. Moore, saying that a sperm stay inside the women for 40 days? Can you show me that, please? I'm very nervous. Your voice, your voice is cutting.
He's the one that developed this.
No, it's not about develop here. It says, read carefully, Abdul. Do you know how to read English? Do you know how to read? You see, you do not know how to read Arabic. I understand, but do you know how to read English? It says, is gathered in the form of semen. So what is the form? Semen in the womb of your mother for 40 days. Do you see it?
Well, is that Dr. Moore is the first doctor.
Can you read for me what? Stop saying Dr. Moore. Stop saying Dr. Moore unless you read for me what Dr. Moore said about how many days sperm stay inside the women. Otherwise, shut up.
After the development.
There's no development yet. This is the first stage. Sperm stay as a sperm for 40 days. This is the first stage.
After the development.
What development? Abdul, potato, liar, coward. Don't hang up on me. I'm nervous now. I'm shaking. Answer. It says it's gathered in the form of semen in the womb of your mother for 40 days. Can you show me one scientist in the world believe in such a garbage?
Yes,
who?
Dr. Moore, I've already
show me. Then show me. Stop saying Dr. Moore. Read for us. Read for us, liar. You are a liar. You are a liar. Show me where Dr. Moore. Show me. Okay, just read for me. Which page Dr. Moore said the sperm stay inside the woman for 40 days? Show me.
You know what? Sperm stayed inside the woman and began to develop from day one.
This is not what the verse saying. This is not. First of all, Abdul, stupid. No, I don't understand what you are saying, because the sperm does not start develop, you idiot. It is the egg. It is the egg. It is the egg, you donkey. You donkey. Listen. It is the egg who starts developing. It's not the sperm. The sperm does not develop. The sperm activate the egg and deliver the DNA and die. Demolish. There's nothing next. Nothing next. The one who develops is the egg. Your prophet forget about the egg. So now, Abdul, son of Muta, listen. I don't have time for kids. Either you agree that you are a coward and Dr. Moore never said anything, even though he is a liar like you, or you read for us. Is that fair, guys? So I'm going to give you the mic. Be a man. Open the Quran. Tell us which page. Read for us that Dr. Moore said that the sperm of the women stay inside her, gathered inside the women for 40 days. Show me, or I will help you more. Show me where Dr. Moore he said that the sperm development, because you like to use this word, take 40 days. Show me. The mic is yours. I'm listening.
Able to get this.
Listen, show me. Okay, I'm listening.
If you get the book, the development.
Don't tell me if you get the book. Are you a donkey or what? Are you a donkey? Don't stop telling me if you get the book. Show me. I do not have the book. And you are a liar. Open the book. Your book in front of your hand. You were flipping the pages a second ago. Read for us which page it says that the sperm stay inside the women and took it 40 days to develop, as you said. I will go with you. You said develop. Even the hadith doesn't say that. I will go with you. Show me where it says that. I'm listening.
So show you where it says what?
The sperm took it 40 days to develop. Show me where it says that in Dr. Moore book.
Brother, you're going to have to understand the
Don't call me brother. I don't understand. No, don't waste my time.
In order for you to...
Let me mute you. Let me mute you. You are just a kid. Admit it. You are in the corner and you get busted.
if you don't show us, people are. Do you see that? Do you see the chat? The chat is boiling. People are laughing to dying from laughing. So you better show us where. You better show us where. Can you show us where it says that, or you cannot? Be honest.
Yes, I can.
Okay,
in
show
the
us.
book, The Developed
Okay,
by Dr. Moore.
show us. Show us.
It's in there.
I'm listening. Show us which page and read for us. I'm going to shut up.
I'm not looking it up for you. I'm not giving you the page. I'm giving you the book. You have to study the whole book and read the whole book.
Okay, guys, I'm not going to give you the page. I will give you the book because there is no such a thing. You're a liar. You're a liar. You are a liar. Just admit you're a liar, like a prophet. Listen. You're a prophet. You're a prophet. His specialty is lying. He's stupid. Don't be stupid like him, because he said many stupid things. As an example, I just showed you what he said, that women, she have a sperm coming from her ribs. Does Dr. Moore say that women have a sperm? Have you ever heard of any donkey in the world agree that women have a sperm? Since when women have a sperm?
You're acting like an elementary school child.
Since when women have a sperm? Answer. Since when women have a sperm?
Women don't have sperm. They have a egg.
Why your Quran says though?
Brother, you
don't call me brother and answer. The Quran. This is the Quran in front of your eyes. Chapter 86, verse number 7. It is gushing fluid coming from the man and the women, and that will cause the baby. Do you agree?
Right. There's no fluid within the woman. Of course, there's fluid in the woman.
And that will make the baby. And that will make the baby. And that will make the okay. And that fluid. And that fluid, according to the Quran. Thank you very much, guys. Guys, hold on. This guy, he just admitted that it's a fluid coming from the women will make the baby. Now, the Quran says in that chapter that fluid is coming from the ribs of the women. Do you really believe in that?
PhD.
Listen,
not an authority on this subject.
Abdul, do you believe? Show me one person he have a PhD. Abdul, show me where. Here we go, Dr. Moore again. Donkey. Listen, I have many mules around me, and you are just a small donkey. Mules, they don't dare even to get close. Show me where Dr. Moore, he said that women have a sexual fluid. It's coming from their bones, and the bones of their ribs specifically. The mic is yours. Can you read for us?
I didn't hear anything you said because I wasn't
listening. Can you read for us? Can you read for us? Anywhere in Dr. Moore's book it says that women have a sexual fluid coming from the ribs of the women.
Look,
can you show us?
Let me ask you a question.
Don't ask me. Answer the question. Can you find me anyone in the world believe that women, she have a sperm coming from her ribs? Yes or no?
If that's what the book says, which it does, yes, I believe that. Absolutely.
But you said to me you want to prove it to me from Dr. Moore's book. This is the whole point. Where Dr. Moore, he said that women have a sperm coming from their ribs.
I'm not going to. You realize that it would take me time to look through this book and find that subject.
Okay, I will give you. Listen, I will give you 10 years. Is that a good deal? I will give you 10 years. Is that a good deal?
I don't need 10 years. What I need you to do is
take some money. No, I will give you 20 years. You are a liar. Otherwise, why you don't need 10 years? You need it because maybe by then you will die and then you will escape from this challenge. Otherwise,
anyway, we need to advise everybody that it's very dangerous to marry women, especially if they are Islamic, because look like Islamic women are different. They have a breast testicles. And by the way, this is scientifically proven by NASA. NASA, when they went to the moon and they went to Mercury and their way back to Mars, they found big breast flying in the space. They were amazed. What is that? In the beginning, they thought it's a breast, but later they noticed that this is a breast testicles. And this is the origin of a breast testicles of all women in the world. And this is why I advise you, if you are not married yet, not to get married. What if you get married and you find one of those women who take off her clothes and then bingo, instead of having boobs, you have a breast testicles? I feel sorry for you. You get screwed. I mean, and you are like supposedly today is going to get married, and the wife of a woman, you like her, she will go to you with you to bed and take off her clothes, and we will make some babies now, right? And then you notice that she have a sperm, and her sperm coming from her ribs and the location of the necklace specifically. This is why I believe strongly that women are really dangerous, very dangerous. And look how they lie. Dr. Moore, this guy, they invited him for a small conference in Saudi Arabia, and they asked him to come in the stage, and they gave him a verse from the Quran saying that the sperm goes. They did not give him correct translation. Go and read it. The article is made by Muslims. They give him false translation. And the guy, he said, based on what I have in front of me, this is very not far away from the science. That's all. But they gave him wrong, false translation about the verse where it says that the sperm did not give him a sperm. Let me see. Actually, let me find it. I will find you the article. Dr. Moore, because Muslims, they keep talking about this Dr. Moore. One time the guy, he went to Saudi Arabia. They asked him to go in the stage and make a statement, and since then they use him for the propaganda. And I will show you right away how they play with the in the article, or when what he said. Dr. Moore. Is this an article by Shibir Ali? Okay. Yeah. So look what they gave. Here we go. They gave Dr. Moore, this guy, when he was in Saudi Arabia, 2 or 3 verses in the Quran, that he makes you in the womb of your mother in 3 stages, one after one. But Muhammad, we showed you in the hadith, he said what the stages. You are for 40 days as a sperm, and then for 40 days as a loom, and then for 40 days as a bones, you know. So they lied to him in this. For this, they show him this, but did not show him what their prophet said. And then there they go down. We placed him as a drop in a place of rest, but they don't tell him that this is a drop of a sperm. Okay, here, read with you carefully. Actually, the statement from Surah chapter 23, verse number 13, the drop is, or nutfa, has been interpreted as sperm, all right, but more meaningful interpretation would be zygote, which is divided forms of whatever. So you look how they change, and instead of it is a sperm, now they make it something else, and this is for sure, this is a lie. So the Quran never mentioned any of those. The Quran says a drop of a sperm, and is going to be there for 40 days, as Muhammad he said. Now we continue. And we made the drop into a leech like a structure. It doesn't say like, it doesn't say structure, it doesn't say leech. It says alaqa. We made into alaqa, not like. We made it into. So according to the Quran, the sperm transform to be a congealed blood. And if you read any translation or all the Muslim website, you will not find one of them says leech, simply because it is not. And look what they add, like structures to fabricate. Where is the like structures? Then here he says the word alaqa, and by the way, this is all the Muslim statement. This is not Dr. Moore, this is a fabrication. Refer to leech or blood sucker. This is an appropriate description for a human embryo from the day 7 to 24. So human embryo from day 7 to 24. But remember, Muhammad, he says all your creation will finish in 120 days. And then when it cling in the uterus, the same way, okay, blah blah blah. But this is not, you see here, look how they lie. We made the drop of a sperm into a leech. Where is the explanation for the drop? Do scientists believe that the drop of a sperm would transform to be an embryo? You see here the fabrication, it's a drop. What is the drop? What is that a drop here? This is a drop of a sperm. وَجَعَلْنَا نُطْفَةً عَلَقًا. Okay, so even here they are saying what it is. Nutfa is a alaqa, a drop of nutfa. What nutfa in Arabic is a sperm. So in order to fabricate and to make it something scientifically correct, they change the meaning. The add words is not there. And then here we go. So, and they start giving you stages, like stage from day number 1 to day number 2. But look, if we go in the hadith, we will find something different. Let us go to the hadith. And then we will laugh. Bear with me. What is the stages they are talking about in this article? What they said before? Zygote. Okay. The prophet said in so Allah upon the angel and says, "O drop of sperm, O Lord the clot, O Lord the loom, O Lord the flesh." There's no egg, there's no fertilization for the egg of the woman. Read with me here carefully. When the drop of semen remains in the womb for 40 or 50 days or 40 days, the angels come and say, "Oh my Lord, good or evil." So this is the stage in Islam. Read more. Allah the exalted, the glorious, he appointed an angel, the corrector of the womb, and he would say, "My Lord, it is now a drop of semen. My Lord, now it's a clot of blood." Do you see it? Now it is what? It's a drop of semen, and all of us, we knew that only one semen will do fertilize the egg. What a drop of semen. Now it's a drop of semen. Now it's a clot of a blood, and there's no stage in the embryo that you will be blood. Clot of a blood, that's mean dead blood. So drop of semen, and the drop of semen will transform into blood. This is what scientists do. So they fabricate stories about the guy he went there for 5 minutes in the stage. They use his name all over. The same as they lie about George Bernard Shaw. The guy, he never spoke something good about Muhammad. Actually, he spoke bad about Muhammad. But the Muslim, they fabricate that he said in one of his books, and nobody can find that book, that if Muhammad was exist right now, he can solve the problem of the words in 5 minutes while he's driving his coffee in the morning. But where we can find George Bernard Shaw saying that? It's a lie, as usual. If we search right now, sorry, what George Bernard Shaw say about Muhammad? Here we go. This is an article, and the Muslim, they lined up of stories. Tons of it is fabricated. Let us see. Mahatma Gandhi. But let us go to John Bernard Shaw. Where is George Bernard Shaw? Here we go. George Bernard Shaw, he said, the genuine Islam. I challenge any Muslim to find me a book. It's called The Genuine Islam. There is a book. It's called Genuine Islam, right? There is. But look what the book is saying. Nothing good there. I believe if a man like him were assume the dictatorship of modern world, the world succeed in solving its problem in a way that would bring much needed peace and happiness. I have studied him, the man, and my opinion, from being an antichrist, he must be called the savior of humanity. I have prophesied about the faith of Muhammad, that it would be acceptable in Europe of tomorrow as of being acceptable in the Europe today. Now, do we have a book? I could not find the statement where he says in the article that he will solve the problems of the words in 5 days, sorry, in 5 minutes. The Genuine Islam, where we can find this book. Anybody can find me the book, The Genuine Islam? Where is The Genuine Islam? Any Muslim can find me the book. It's called The Genuine Islam, please. Or this is just a fiction story the Muslims they made. Actually, I made a video about it before. Let us see. About George Bernard Shaw. And there I was quoting the Sheikh. So anyway, what the Muslims they do, they add fabricated stories. Nobody can find it. Nobody even can find the book. Nobody heard of the books. And they say that this guy George Bernard Shaw or this guy or Mahatma Gandhi said and she said, and even one day they will say Christian Prince, he said that too. Famous name, his name George Bernard Shaw. George Bernard Shaw, Muslims they use anyone, and the names of anyone is famous and he is dead. Even sometimes even that the one is not dead. They fabricate lies about them, but especially when they die. As an example, there's a guy, his name Captain I forget his name, he's a French, Cousteau, I think Cousteau. He used to dive in the ocean and used to watch his programs when I was a kid. And then the guy he died, and then they said he converted to Islam after he died. But this guy, he never converted to Islam. He had nothing to do with Islam, and fabrication, just to fool people and make them believe that look, there's people are converting to Islam, scientists. And the story of George Bernard Shaw is no different. Let me show you what the Muslims say, and they claim that George Bernard Shaw he said about Islam.
I have always held the religion of Muhammad in high estimation because of its wonderful vitality. It is the only religion which appears to me to possess that assimilating capacity to the changing phase of existence, which can make itself appeal to every age. I have studied him, the wonderful man, and in my opinion, far from being an antichrist, he must be called the savior of humanity. I believe that if a man like him were to assume the dictatorship of the modern world, he would succeed in solving its problems in a way that would bring it the much-needed peace and happiness. I have prophesied about the faith of Muhammad that it would be acceptable to the Europe of tomorrow as it is beginning to be acceptable to the Europe of today.
And the quotation is from the book. It's called The Genuine Islam, volume number 1, page number 8.
Sir George Bernard Shaw in The Genuine Islam, volume 1, number 8, 1936.
But there's no such a book. There's no such a book. You see, they have no shame. There's no such a book. It's called The Genuine Islam, made by Bernard Shaw, ever exist. Those people, they have no shame. They have no shame whatsoever. They fabricate a name for the book. They fabricate a date. They fabricate a page, volume number 1, page number 8, year 1936. This is how those people they have. Okay, you know, we are here live on air. Who is a Muslim would like to show me the book of George Bernard Shaw saying what we heard on the screen? Who is the Muslim want to show us the book of George Bernard Shaw, The Genuine Islam, and show us the pages where it's quoting from, Any Muslim? So they make false quotation about people. They say, actually, George Bernard show, there's a brother, his name is a brother Rashid. He made a video in his TV station about what really George Bernard Shaw said about Muhammad. It was evil. He said things which is Muhammad is an evil person. He did not say something good about Muhammad. So they fabricate a book, they fabricate a title, they fabricate a volume, they fabricate a page number, and yet we cannot find anything. And Muhammad can solve the problem of the words in 5 minutes, my friend. Muhammad, he could not solve the problem in his household. When his wives, they have fight with him, Muhammad, he said that Allah is going to take his side, and Jibreel and the angels. Read and laugh with me. This is the guy want to solve the problem of the world. Chapter 66, verse number 4. Allah sent the chapter to defend Muhammad against his 5-foot tall wife. This is how dangerous women are. Be careful. If you too repent to God, yet your heart certainly is inclined. But if you support one another against him, against who? Him, Muhammad. Look what will happen. Allah, it doesn't say God, it says Allah. Translator here is stupid. Let me change. I don't like stupid translation. I mean, why you are translating the word Allah as God? Allah is a name. You cannot translate it. Since when you can translate a name, you donkey? All right. So if you both turn into Allah and repentant, okay, for your heart desired the ban. I mean, what's wrong with those translation? I mean, donkey after donkey. What ban, you donkey? What does that mean? Ban. I think those people, they are using Google translation or something. Ban. If you turn in repentance to him, your heart are indeed inclined. But if you back up each other against him, truly Allah is his protector. So now Muhammad have a wife, two wives fighting with them, and now Muhammad is getting the help from who? Look how Muhammad, he can solve the problem of the world. Allah will take the side of Muhammad against his two wives, who they are 5 foot tall, two Arabian women. Who is supporter of Muhammad against you? Allah is his protector. Of protector. I mean, Muhammad is in danger. Two women, they are going to scratch him with their nails. And not only that, and Jibreel. And not only that, every righteous believer, Pakistan, Mullah the Taliban, the Caliphate, Baghdadi, Osama bin Laden, all the terrorists in the world, Boko Haram, all they will take the side of Muhammad to protect him from his two wives. Among the believers, and furthermore the angels, all of this involved in a fight between a man and his two wives. Do you see how Muhammad can solve the problems of the world? Imagine we have Dr. Zakir Naik have a fight with his wives, and Allah, he sent the chapter of the Quran for him. He says to him, I tell you, Allah, he told me that if your heart don't repent to Allah and you are going to against me, I'm warning you, Allah is going to be protector to me, and Jibreel is going to protect me, and all the believers, 1 billion believers are going to protect me, and furthermore all the angels in the world, they are going to protect me. All of this to fight with two women. The guy who can solve the problems of the world, he need Allah and Jibreel and every righteous believer, and furthermore the angels against two women, they are 5 foot tall. Do you see how powerful, how strong he is in the character inside his house? Hell help, help, Allah, Allah, help me, Jibreel. The two wives against me. What the heck? And George Bernard Shaw, he said that the prophet, he can solve the problem of the whole earth in 5 minutes in the morning while he's drinking his coffee. And you Muslim repeat the lie and nobody will investigate and see if it's true or not. The same as the story of Dr. Moore. Dr. Moore, Dr. Sharkabor, Dr. etc. Here we go. We have all the doctors. Your prophet, he is getting them all busted. So who is a Muslim wanna call us? Until now we have 0 Muslims. Anyone? Gani Abdul, Dr. Moore. Do you miss this guy, Kenny Bomber? Why show it to me right now? You are the one who read the whole book. You are the one who read the whole book. Did you read the whole book or only the cover? Did you read the whole book?
I read the whole book. The name of the book is The Developing Human by Dr.
Great. So where Dr. Moore, he can explain to us how the Quran say women have a sperm coming from their ribs. According to science, women have no sperm.
You want me to tell you where? You want me to tell you where?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I will tell you where. It's in the book, The Developing Human by Dr.
They say in China, he left as a donkey, he never came back as a horse. Do you want me to tell you where? Do you want me to tell you where? Do you want me to tell you where? It's in the book. Do you want me to tell you where? Do you want me? Are you a kid? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
You're embarrassing yourself. You don't even realize it.
How old are you, Abdul? For the sake of Allah,
all your listeners.
How old are you? For the sake of Allah, Abdul, just to be honest, I want to be sure that you are not
calling me Abdul. My name is Mujahid al-Islam.
You are Abdul. You are a potato, and you are not a mujahid. You are a potato. If you are a mujahid, you will go into jihad.
I'm a mujahid. I'm right here doing what I do.
Where? Doing what? You cannot even read the page for us. You don't even dare to read the page for us. You are Abdul, and your prophet is our joke. We are making fun of him. He is a donkey. He is a liar, and you don't dare to answer. If you are a mujahid, then give me the answer. This is the interpretation of Al-Jalalain in front of your eyes. It says that there is a sperm of the women coming from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. Answer. How kind of a stupid prophet he says such a thing? The mic is yours.
Okay, you want me to give you the page? It's one of the pages within the book, The Developing Human by Dr. Moore. It's going to be one of those pages.
Okay, let me tell you something. Do you want me to give you a page? I have a book, all of it, exposing Dr. Moore and making him look like a joke because he's a joke. I did. There's nowhere in the book, his book, it says that women have a sperm coming from their ribs, and you are a liar. Otherwise,
do you have his book?
Okay, listen. What about?
You don't even have the book. You was trying to look up information on the internet.
I could find it. I could not find it. Listen. I could not find it, Abdul. You are a liar. Show it to me. Why you don't show it to me?
You read the book, but you're calling me a liar.
No,
and I have read the book.
No, listen, let me tell you what I read. I read the website. It's called Quran Miracles, and I reviewed them. They are the one who's quoting Dr. Moore, and they are donkey like you. Now you cannot answer why the Quran says women have a sperm coming from her ribs.
Now you're calling names like a child.
I'm not calling names. Your prophet, he said you are a donkey. Let me show you that your prophet said every Muslim is a donkey. Let me show you. Hold on. I'm not calling names. You're a prophet. Yep. You're a prophet said. Okay, hold on. Anyway, I have a headache from this guy. Any Muslim wanna call us? This guy is a joke. What is the answer? It's in Dr. Moore book. What is the answer in Dr. Moore book? Okay, read for us in Dr. Moore book. Dr. Moore. I mean, this guy, this idiot, Dr. Moore, he went to Saudi Arabia to a conference, and they told him go in the stage and say some nice stuff about the Quran because that the Muslims, they like it. He went there, nice big check for everybody who come in the conference, blah 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 blah, and he told them what they like to hear, but nothing really there is truthful and based on the Quran. What, Dr. Moore? Who in the world want to believe such a garbage as we see in front of us? And the funny, according to to Muhammad, the last stage is to decide male or female. Do you see it? The last stage in the embryo, that you are a female or male. The last stage. But according to science, that's not really the case. The last stage. So at the end you will have a penis or a vagina. The last stage. Why? How that can be? How that can be? Like what? When the embryo is finished, the angel, he will ask Allah, what do you want him to be, male or female? And then he will put a carrot between his leg if he's a boy, and if it's a female, he will get a scissor and he will make a cut. The last stage, male or female? Who is the donkey when I believe in such a garbage? Dr. Moore? So they use names just to deceive you. They fabricate articles about people. They say this, but they never said any of that. The guy, he was in a conference in Saudi Arabia. He spoke in the stage for 5 minutes and that's it. And they gave him a false translation. Based on the translation they gave him, he spoke. But he never said of what they are saying here. Dr. Moore. The last stage of the embryo in Islam is male or female. According to science, from the first second the fertilizing happened, it is already decided is going to be male or a female, because either the male sperm or is going to be female. It is the sperm actually decide. Which means the second the sperm enter into the egg, it's already known what is going to be. It's stupid to say that this is last stage male or female. You can go right now and search Dr. Google. Anyone? Somebody saying that this does not make Islam false anyway. How is that? If your God, my friend, Mr. Mohammed Ashqar, I am too distracted to get the bottom of this, and it required work, but that does not make Islam false anyway. How in the world that this will not make Islam false anyway? If your God is God, he should not say something stupid and not truthful, my friend. So when you say that will not prove Islam to be false, that is a statement of ignorance. He is God, but yet he do not know how he created the baby. How that can be, Mr. Muhammad? Your God is God, but yet he do not know how the baby is made, and that will not prove Islam to be false. Not only this will prove Islam to be false, that will prove that your God does not exist. Because the one who made the baby is the last one to make a mistake how the baby is made. Supposedly he is the maker and he's explained how he made the baby. So what do you mean this will not prove Islam to be false? He is the one who created the baby, but yet you do not know how the baby is made. Are you there, Mr. Muhammad? This does not prove Islam to be false according to Muhammad. Okay, so he is the creator, but you do not know that the first thing the baby in the baby embryo that is going to be male or female. Right away when the sperm enter, that is sperm, either a sperm of a male or a sperm of a female, which means the sperm decide what the baby will be. So to say at the last stage is to the angel will ask Allah, is it male or female? That's a stupid statement. Right? We understand the word in term in DNA. No, we don't. No, don't talk about DNA. Your prophet, he never have anything to do with the DNA. As you see, your prophet, he think that the womb, the drop of the semen stay in the womb for 50 days. He think the baby is a sperm transforming, and he think that the women have a liquid, and that liquid is going to make the baby too, and that liquid is a gushing fluid liquid coming from her ribs. Do you like to call me Mr. Muhammad? You guys, you claim to believe in God, but you don't believe in angels. We are the one who believe in angel. You don't believe in angel. You are the one who have no angels. Where is the angel in Islam? You don't even know what the word angel mean. If I ask you where is the word malaika coming from, you do not know, because this is a word you stole from different religion. If we ask you what is the Holy Spirit, you do not know. You are confused and you say this is Jibreel, but nowhere in the Quran it says Jibreel is a Holy Spirit. Why? Because you stole that name from the Bible. No, angels are not everywhere. This is a lie. You're a prophet. He said that angels do not enter a house, have pictures or dogs. Angels in Islam are simply cannot be true angels. Because what kind of angels? They cannot enter a house because there is a picture or a dog. Do you see it? So right now, if the angel of death wanna come to my house, he cannot enter because I have an image, I have a picture, I have a TV is running, I have a picture in the wall, you know, for a beautiful lake, and there's ducks are swimming, and so the angels are not going to come here. Because angels cannot enter a house, have pictures. What kind of angels would not enter a house, have a dog or a picture? Oh, they go where good things happen. Look how funny the answer is. That the angels, they go where good things happen. So the prophet, he have a dog, and now his dog is not good place no more, because he have a dog there. According to the hadith, the prophet stopped receiving revelation, and later he found a dead dog under his bed. Is that correct? Huh? Your prophet house is not a good place no more, and the angels will not enter his house because there is a dead dog under the bed of Muhammad. I'm not going to ask you how come nobody smelled the filthy dog dead under the bed of Muhammad for many days, unless Muhammad he smelled more bad than the dog himself. If a rat he die in your house, he will make your house stink. A rat, little rat. Imagine if a dog he die. Imagine what will happen to your house. Let us find the hadith. All right. Let us show you the first one. Aisha reported that Jibreel, peace be upon him, made a promise with Allah Messenger to come at definite hour. Muhammad, we will be there at 3 o'clock. Okay, wait for me. The hour came. Look how organized the angel. But he did not visit him. And there was his hand in the hand of Allah apostle. What? A staff. He threw it from his hand and said, never has Allah or his messenger or the angel ever broken their promise. Oh boy, the angel, he broke his promise. What happened? Must be something very, very important. Jibreel, he have a date with the prophet, but he's not coming. Then he cast a glance found the puppy under his cot and said, Aisha, Habibi, Aisha, when did this dog enter here? Huh? When this dog enter here? She said, by Allah, I don't know. Then he commanded, it was turned out. And then Jibril came to Allah Messenger and said to him, you promised me and I waited for you, but you did not come. Whereupon he said, it was the dog. It was the dog in your house, you idiot. I could not enter your house because of the dog. The dog in your house prevented me from the country. It's okay, Jibril. It's okay. It's okay. Take it. Take it. I have a phobia from dogs. I'm scared. Jibril, it's okay. He's a little one. He's a very small. He's a tiny dog. It's not even the big dog. It's like a jaru. It's a puppy. It's a puppy. It's okay. Please, next time, don't do that because we angels cannot enter a house where there's dogs in it. I told you. What the heck? Who in the world want to believe in such a garbage? What is the weakness of the angel here? So now if I have an army of angels are coming from my side, I bring with me little puppy, and that's it. I can stop the angels from getting close to me, and I win the war. A little puppy. Who in the world want to believe in such a garbage? Anyone? Well, to be honest with you, puppy are very scary. I mean, put yourself in the shoes of the angel Jibril, and you find this scary puppy in front of you. What you will do? You will be crying, screaming, asking for help from 4 directions. Allah will come to help you, rescue. I mean, you will have a phobia, will go crazy. You will leave. You will lose your mind. It's not easy. It's not easy to see such a thing. Look at this scary creature. I don't blame the angel not coming inside the house. This is very dangerous. So what we learn from Muhammad's story here, that angels, they have a weakness spot. It's puppies. With little puppy, you see, we can fight. By the way, not only that, do you know that the angels of Allah, they hate garlic? It looked like Islam is running by Dracula. Fiction stories. Garlic? What's wrong with the garlic? Muhammad, he forbid the Muslims to come to the mosque with the garlic. You see, those are, you should not read with me carefully. I'm not making things up, because the angels, they get hurt. The angels, they get hurt by those vegetables. Read carefully with me. The Messenger of Allah, he said, who eats of this offensive plant, offensive, what the heck? Offensive, offensive what? Offensive plant. Offensive to who? For the angels. Actually, it doesn't say even offensive. It says it hurt. يتأذى منها. Okay. فإن الملائكة تتأذى منها مما يتأذى منه بنو آدم. He who eat those plants, which is the enemy of the angels, i.e. garlic and blah 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 blah, onion, blah 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 blah. For this is heard the angels, as you see. Do you see it? Obviously, this is true. My friend, Islam is growing where? Islam is growing. Islam is dead. What is Islam? In Saudi Arabia, there's no Muslim left. If we ask now how many countries they are practicing Sharia law, you will find nobody. The only true Muslims are Taliban, the rest are not. Don't tell me Islam is growing. Islam is dead. And we are Arab, and look what's happening. Morocco, Algeria, you name it. People live in Islam by waves. Just wait. Get ready. People now are getting more educated, and they see how stupid this is, and they are leaving Islam. There's nobody, there's no way somebody he went to school and he read this stupid thing, a man he claimed to be a prophet of God saying, and yet he will stay as a Muslim. And you know it. So what is a Shia? Shia is more is the last one to claim to be Muslims. You are a Shia, okay. I want to convert to Islam. I want to do muta. Do you know a girl from your family? She will sleep with me for $5, my friend. Here we go. You want to be a Muslim, right? Let's see how Muslim you are. In a second, you will start calling me, insulting me, and you will say to me, "I will kill you if you say that again." I thought you are a Muslim, and Islam is growing. So is it okay to do muta, my friend, Mr. Shia? Are you willing to rent your sister for somebody here? This is Islam. Islam, if you don't practice it, it's not Islamic. So do you practice muta? So muta is okay, but not with his sister. Only his sister is not okay. You see? Yes, we do muta, but not with my sister. Okay? This is why I'm saying Islam is not exist. Because if you are really not ashamed of Islam, then you will not say what you just said. You will say, okay, what's wrong with muta? My sister can't do that. But because you know that this is a cult teaching, you claim to be a Muslim. You say to me, Islam is growing, but as you see, Islam is shrinking in your house. Because why you don't want to let your sister do muta? Unless you are not a believer. So don't tell me Islam is growing. Islam is shrinking, starting from your house itself. For if you are ashamed of a teaching of your God Allah, then you cannot be proud to be Muslim. As simple as that. All right, guys, I want to say thank you for being here. We have enough for today. Look like we don't have a we don't have any Abdul to call us. Any Abdul before we go? Mayday, mayday. Can I explain muta? It's very easy. You offer a Muslim woman $5, let's say, or $3 or $10, depend how expensive she is, and in return she will take off her panty and you have sex with her for a agreed period of time, which means you have to make it clear for how long and how much. You cannot say I want to sleep with you only. You have to say to her how much you will pay and for how long, and she have to repeat after you says I agree for such and a such amount and for such and a such time. And if she do so, then her panty is halal. So you can take her to your elevator and you can have bang bang being her, like, you know, let's say you have a building 40 floor. By the time you arrive for 40 floor, you will have 40 orgasm. And then, you know, let's say you agree for 5 minutes. So you have to pay her right away after you finish, before the time is up. And when the time is up, bingo. Okay, and this is supposed to, according to Muslim, this is marriage. And they say that we Muslims are against adultery. We Muslims against adultery. If this is not adultery, what adultery then? All right. Anyway, guys, look like we have no Muslims today. I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. Don't forget to watch the video which is made yesterday, and I made actually 2 videos yesterday. Actually, it's today in the early morning. You know, I did not sleep until 5 in the morning. There's 2 videos I made. If you watch the video I made, just the previous one, you will see in the info down, not in this video, the previous one, the one before this one. You will see in the info a link for YouTube, which is a different channel, which is my other channel. Click on it and you can watch the video there. We were spanking Abdul about something he said about the Bible. So I want to say thank you for being here, my friend, and happy to have you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and may the Lord bless the coming week. Christ is Lord and Islam is false, and we prove it every day. Thank you and see you soon. Bye-bye.